Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. 2 blunders in last night's defense forum, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. As you may know, both presidential candidates appeared on NBC last night to answer questions about national security. And they both made fairly significant mistakes. Now, as you know, we don't nitpick here. The candidate misspeaks or makes a minor error. We overlook it. But there were 2 moments last night that American voters need to think about. The first one was Donald Trump addressing a question about the Russian dictator, Putin.
The man has very strong control over a country. Now, it's a very different system, and I don't happen to like the system. But certainly in that system, he's been a leader far more than our president has been a leader. We have a divided country.
Now, the reason that description of Putin was a mistake is that it legitimized the Russian leader who doesn't deserve the courtesy. Vladimir Putin's a killer who has corrupted his own country and who routinely violates international law. The reason Donald Trump is doing this is because he believes he can partner up with Putin and convince him to stop being a villain. If elected president, Trump will try to make Russia an ally, especially in the fight against ISIS. That strategy is not wrong, but praising Putin is. Let the tyrant earn friendly descriptions by doing something positive. Now on to Hillary Clinton. Her blunder dealt with ISIS.
We are not putting ground troops into Iraq ever again, and we're not putting ground troops into Syria. We're going to defeat ISIS without committing American ground troops. So those are the kinds of decisions we have to make on a case-by-case basis.
Well, I'm sure the ISIS savages were happy to hear that, taking ground troops off the table. That means Secretary Clinton will essentially follow the Obama plan, which is the doctrine of acceptable losses, allowing the ISIS savages to retain strongholds in Iraq and Syria, while at the same time trying to limit their destruction all over the world. You as a voter can decide how effective that strategy has been since ISIS became a menace after the U.S. pulled out of Iraq. As Talking Points has stated before, the solution to the ISIS problem is to mobilize NATO and bring the fight to the terrorists both on the ground and in the air, while at the same time setting up safe zones for refugees so they don't have to flood into Europe. That policy would work, and the USA would not have to do all the heavy lifting. Surely Hillary Clinton knows the NATO alliance is just sitting there, doing very little to contain the jihad. Why not mobilize the alliance? Again, big mistake telling ISIS what you will or will not do to them. Summing up, both candidates have to sharpen their international focus, and with the 15th anniversary of 9/11 on Sunday, this is the perfect time to do it. And that's a memo. Now